we're so glad you could all join us tonight. The ceremony went absolutely fantastic. We're so glad you could all join us this evening. We're going to kick things off the introductions of our bridal party. So please have a good time as we progress tonight, as we kick things off with usher Daniel Douglas, Kelly's Flint brother and former roommate. He now lives in Denver, Colorado. Rachel's cousin, a senior at San Mateo High School, plays rugby and is missing his state playoffs to be here this evening. So have it around for Kyle. Usher Mo Lockby, Rachel's brother's best friend and former roommate. Residents from California already missing the French sourdough bread though. So next time you're in town, make sure you bring a few loaves. And Eileen and Uncle Tony, they have been an absolute pillar for Kelly. That's that. Have it around. Eileen and Tony. Were college roommates in South Russell dorm at Baylor University. Rachel and Laura both went pop-up for the dorms and were randomly assigned into rooms. Both were excited to get to know that both of them were out-of-state students, and both were really, really short. Laura's brother Mike is already a student at Baylor, and on a night that they moved into the dorms, Rachel and Laura went over to Mike's apartment where Rachel and Kelly first met. She works in finance and just started taking some swing lessons. We'll see more of that later. We're so looking forward to that. Morgan and Rachel have been friends ever since high school. They were both part of the youth group at St. Bartholomew's Church, went on to Mexico on mission trips together, and Rachel convinced Morgan to try out for cheerleading. And they were together most of their time together during high school. She's going to college at San Mateo, studying fashion design, and she volunteers at a kitty rescue. Sierra's the girlfriend of Rachel's brother, Vincent. Cece trains salespeople and does customer service for LoopNet. She bakes. She went to culinary school even. Why are you guys laughing? Alright, Amanda. Amanda Honor. Kelly's sister Amanda and Rachel live together for one semester at Sterling Apartments in Waco.
Wild thing, think I love you.
Andy Thomas is the group's cousin. Kelly's cousin is a Texas A&M badass. Put your hands together for Vincent Rachel's brother lives in San Mateo, California. Now, I don't know what to say about Mike. It's just Amanda's boyfriend. They live in the same apartment as Kelly and Rachel, and they often go out as a group, we hear.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Lucas Colony Activity Coordinator. Wearing nothing but a whistle and a clipboard, you're living the real American dream. Getting paid to think up fun things to do naked. Sure, there's danger. Vinyl chairs, sunburns, chafage, and lawn darts completely out of the question. Your keen instincts tell you to stick to activities that involve lots of bouncing and jiggling. And if that doesn't work, who cares? You're all naked. So crack open a nice cold Bud Light, nudie boy, because we all know when the going gets tough, the tough get naked. Bud Light beer, anheuser.
How about from Micah? Not to be outdone, we have Mike.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer. Last night you had the enchilada combo platter. This morning, the 3-cheese omelet with broccoli. This afternoon, you're a ticking time bomb. Because of you, a simple elevator ride is suddenly a 42-floor plummet into the very bowels of hell. Who did it? Who cares? Sweet mercy, please just someone light a match. So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh ninja of the nasty. And while you're at it, crack open a window. Bud Light beer has a Missouri.
Oh, nice. Now we have our newlyweds. Rachel Santina. For May 3rd, grew up in San Mateo, California, and she was absolutely into everything. Cheerleading, singing, softball, volleyball, even built houses in Mexico. Theater, student government, dance, piano, all the way through high school, on to Baylor. A member of the National Student Nurse Association, was a Kappa Delta camp counselor, and graduated from nursing school in December 2007. Then became a registered nurse in the OR at Baylor University Medical Center in Dallas. Along with this half of the room. Kelly Thomas, born July 20th in Austin, Texas, grew up in Arlington. He's a recent law school graduate, awaiting the results of the Texas bar exam. We really hope he passed it this time. Just kidding, he's passed it every time, he just wanted a better score. Mike and Laura introduced Kelly and Rachel on move-in day at Baylor in August 2003, and he was such a jerk. He picked on her incessantly. They played some cards, hung out, and she picked back, of course. It took a whole week to exchange numbers. A few weeks later, they were at a party, and incidentally, he wasn't picking on her anymore. About the time that first kiss occurred. He called the next day, not waiting the proverbial 72 hours. Asked her to go out to the mall for some shoes. She was in love. He wanted to buy some flip-flops, but since he'd never had any before, he didn't know what he was looking for. How convenient. Rachel stepped in. Being a California girl who rarely wears anything but, she went to help guide Kelly on his first pair of briefs at Richland Mall in Waco. Then we went on to dinner at Crickett's, where Kelly ordered for Rachel, which really struck her as oddly old-fashioned. The marriage topic started coming up in 2005, but they held in there until she was about ready to graduate in 2007. He got his mother's wedding ring over Thanksgiving, then December 2nd, and she had absolutely no idea. He woke her up at 1:30 in the morning, of course, with a final the next day, knelt next to the bed, flipped on the lamp, and proposed. She was pretty groggy. She'd been up late studying, so she just said yes, called Mom, went back to bed. He had no plan, just kind of off the cuff, no patience for the real plan, which would have been a month later. Which brings us to today. So ladies and gentlemen, if you'd all please rise at this time. Put your hands together.